So let's talk about Shockwaves from Blue Underground hitting Blu-ray and special edition DVD. Probably out by the time this video goes up. I don't know, but I heard a lot of people talk about Shockwaves, and they really love Shockwaves, and it does have Peter Cushing in it in a very, very pretty cool, memorable role. The gist of things is there's a group of people on a boat. The boat ends up, kind of not going anywhere, and these people end up on an island with Peter Cushing, and they're not alone because there is some Nazi zombies coming out of the water for reasons that we learned about later on. Now, I was led to believe that this was going to be a very entertaining film, and while it does have its moody and atmospheric moments, I don't think it was for me. I don't know if maybe it's just one of those things that'll grow on you if you watch it again, or if there's just something about it that I just don't get. But as far as like Shockwaves, to me, I thought it was kind of dull, and thought it was boring. And even though Peter Cushing is a really good actor, and he did just a fine job here, as far as zombie movies go, I think I expect a lot more than what we get with Shockwaves. So, while I hate to just say, a classic movie, which is some call it a classic movie, maybe isn't worth the hype, I don't think Shockwaves is worth the hype. And making matters worse, I don't think the film looks that great, which is kind of odd because Blue Underground usually knocks it out of the park with their Blu-ray releases. Zombie looked amazing. The Prowler looks good. Maniac looks pretty good, for what it is. And I think a lot of that might have to do with, I don't know if they had the real negative for this. Like, I think maybe the master has been lost for years and they just kind of use what they have to use. But I've not seen the DVD either, so I don't know if it's like a huge improvement from that. But as far as comparing it maybe to other Blue Underground Blu-rays, I don't think it quite reaches that level that they did. But, as far as it is, some people love it, I don't. So, fortunately with Shockwaves, I'm giving it the thumbs down. I'm going to transfer the thumbs down. Although I do like Peter Cushing, and I know he does a good job in the Hammer stuff. And I don't really know what else to say about it. And plus, with the way the story's kind of laid out, you kind of realize who's going to make it at the end, because that's kind of like where it leads up. Because when the movie starts, here's this person to tell the tale of what happened, so you kind of realize, well, we know who's going to make it at the end of the day. So it ain't for me. Maybe one day when I get to revisit it, I'll like it better than I do now. But for now, Shockwave just isn't that great in my book. But if you like it, it is out there in Blue Underground. They're usually pretty nifty, and there's some nice extras on here, although I don't have time to get into it with the 3 minute or less thing. But check her out if you want. It just really wasn't my cup of tea.